Hey everyone, welcome to the Corn Casserole Podcast.
There you go.
You think that was good?
I think that worked.
Okay, that was actually our first attempt together. I already screwed it up once.
It's fine.
So, welcome to the podcast, everyone. This is episode 0, and the reason I call it that is because this is pre-recorded. Now, being pre-recorded, I can't really interact with you in the comments unless I'm able to, well, be live during the premiere. And let me not shake this guy up too much. This is our palmetto. His name is Eggnog.
I'm the Italian one. I'm the one who's supposed to be speaking with my hands.
Whee!
Exactly. This is perfect. This perfect angel is Snitch.
You know, we should probably introduce ourselves. My name is Daniel.
Snakes are more exciting, love.
That's true. Yes, even corn snakes.
Yeah, they are exciting. Anyway, this is Daniel.
Hi.
I'm Gabby.
And we are DGB Exotics.
Yeah, that's the one.
DGB Exotics is a new company we formed together. We primarily focus on corn snakes, but we also keep leopard geckos, fire skinks. For the record, fire skinks are awesome. You gotta check them out. They're coming out with new morphs.
They're adorable.
So excited.
Their little faces. Yeah. They're so cute.
We have a couple of Mexican black kings. Your little spooters.
Oh yeah, my little jumping spooters.
Yep. A couple of dwarf geckos. Species. One that I don't know what the species of. And another one is a
gecko.
Yeah, the lesbian gecko army.
Yes.
Your first member.
I'm trying to make a lesbian gecko army.
Yeah, so some of you might be familiar with that phrase. This guy on his shorts. YouTube. Okay, let's try to stay focused. For the record, this is how we are. So if you like this, I hope you subscribed, because this is going to be a very fun podcast for us.
There's no focus here.
It's also going to be very difficult for us to stay focused.
Yeah, there's no focus.
The idea of the Corn Casserole Podcast is, well, I mean, it seems pretty straightforward. Corn snakes.
Corn snakes.
Yeah. And there's a couple of podcasts out there that focus on colubrids. I'm not sure of any that are solely focused on corn snakes. At least not ones that last. And I hope this one lasts, because we're starting out focused on corn snakes, but we're also open to other things. We have a guest lined up in the future for fire skinks, for example. And like I said, we're going to be open to other subjects. It's not just going to be corn snakes, and the podcast will be titled as such.
I mean, that's the reason it's called corn casserole, because, you throw everything that you have in your fridge into a casserole.
There you go. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully people don't get confused and think this is about food, because I know he looks like eggnog, and very, very tasty to drink eggnog is, but this guy is not drinkable.
Ma'am, what are you doing?
She
doesn't know.
Yeah, she's het palmetto, by the way, so these two are eventually going to be a couple.
Yes.
Yeah, she's a little too small right now. So, getting back to the point of the podcast, this podcast is going to be primarily about corn snakes. It's going to be about our projects with them. And we're also going to invite guests that have a lot of corn snake projects as well. People we've exchanged animals with. People that we may exchange animals with in the future. We'll keep track of their collections, give you updates throughout the year when they come back on stream. We'll plan to have everybody at least twice a year kind of thing, so that we can stay up to date on their projects. I mean, for us, we're just starting our breeding season. So this guy's going to 2 females. She's just focusing on eating.
Yeah.
Not a struggle for her.
No.
No, she loves her mice.
She's an easy keeper.
Yeah. And we're going to learn things along the way. I like to think of myself as pretty well knowledgeable on morphs, so we'll be able to talk that. I have a basic understanding of the genetics. So, like, for example, palmetto actually being a incomplete dominant, even though it often acts like a recessive. There's other things like the relationship between motley, stripe, and normal pattern snakes that can be a little tricky to understand. We'll talk about morphs at some point.
And then there's ultramel that are like het AML and het ultra, and I'm like, I don't understand this at all, but okay.
Yeah, allelic morphs are very interesting. Strawberry and hypo is another one. Things like that. So we'll talk about morphs. We'll talk about husbandry. We'll talk about how each of us takes care of our animals differently. Gabby is fairly new to this. We've been in it together for about a year now. Before that, she didn't really have much knowledge at all.
I always wanted a corn snake, but my mom was always like, no snakes, no snakes, no snakes. So
So basically, anything she's learned has pretty much been from me.
Yeah.
So this would be a good way to open up to different sources of information too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll get some old timers on here, people who've been around for decades, and hopefully we'll get some of the newest faces on the block, like us. Yeah. So I will post on Instagram on the DGB Exotics page, Facebook as well, DGB Exotics. You can follow our Morph Market, DGB Exotic. No S on that one. You could probably find it either way, honestly.
Yeah, I think we are actually DGB Exotics.
Okay, I think the username.
Yeah, when we had to log in with like just.
There was an issue.
Yeah.
So, DGB Exotics on all platforms. If you don't find us, it's because we're not there yet. But we're pretty much on every platform I can think of.
Cold-blooded.
Yeah.
That's.
Cold-blooded is fun. If you hear the music in the background, that's our washer.
That's the washer.
Yeah. So we'll work on a better camera and recording situation. And we're going to have a great time, guys. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoy. Again, like and subscribe so that you can stay up to date on everything we're doing. And for the next podcast, we do not have a specific schedule on podcasts yet. I would like to do it weekly at some point, but we're not there yet. I mean, this is episode 0. We're probably going to start with a goal of at least once a month. And then every 2 weeks, and then every week eventually. I mean, we'll see. See how it goes.
If people like us.
Yeah. If we have a guest, we'll announce it a couple days ahead of time just to make sure. I don't want to announce it too early and then have somebody cancel. But I'll announce it a couple days ahead of time, so watch our socials. Otherwise, I'll announce if it's just us. And I'll try to interact with everybody on the chats. And we'll have a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Exactly. So, this has been DGB Exotics. And this has been the Corn Casserole Podcast.
Yeah. And we are signing out.
Have a great day, everyone.
Bye, guys.